Alright guys, Scrappy again today. Hope you're doing well and enjoying your day so far. Incredible clips continuing to come out from the launch tournaments in Black Ops 6 over the last couple of days. Shotzzy with another few mind-blowing moments against Nadeshot, against Miami, and almost certainly against Atlanta FaZe as well. But the drama continues. What's going down with the map set right now? The pros are trying, at their very best at least, to come up with a realistic answer to this present predicament. Very much intrigued to your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new as always. I greatly appreciate it. The Ben J routes here continue on Skyline, a map that we've known now for some time. But yeah, the Omni movement catching out Mr. Nassim. There was a bit of drama as well, of course. The OpTic guys are continuing on going with their road to Master Prestige. They, well, made some decent progress again last night. I'm pretty sure the team that's in the lead of this were kind of like exposed basically for well, it's not exactly illegal. I mean, this is all for fun at the end of the day, but it's still controversial. So I think the team that's in the lead, they were VPNing, so using a VPN, a virtual private network, to go to a different server location, and basically playing on like Bangladesh servers, and well, therefore theoretically having an easier time of things. And apparently that's been the way that they've approached it to like you know, rank through the levels far quicker than many others have really been capable of here. So yeah, Scump was obviously not so happy about that, I guess. But let's talk about the map set, because the main thing people aren't happy with right now are the maps that we're going to have to play for this year. Amelia says last night, okay, Treyarch, the jig is up. Just give us the remasters already. Now, will they ever arrive? I don't know. You guys know, like, I love a good Black Ops 3 map, and I think Strongholds would be the one that I'd love to see back. This is Fringe. This could work, but, you know, it really was designed for jetpacks in mind. I think Stronghold and maybe a couple of other Black Ops 3 maps could work for boots on the ground as well. Of course, the Black Ops 4 maps, though, would be perfectly fine. Arsenal, Frequency, Gridlock, I would say, and of course Hacienda as well, that she also puts in here. There were rumours Hacienda's coming back, but it's just like, when and how soon can we expect it? And then of course Raid. I'm just a little bit surprised in a way. In my opinion, the fact that Nuketown is a staple of every Treyarch game is fine, no problem there. Raid should also be a staple of every Treyarch game. Like to be honest, every COD game I think should have Raid in. And I know that people say, well, we don't want to play the same maps forever. And sure, I agree, we want new maps over time. But we have so many in the grand scheme of COD history, great maps to choose from. If they just brought back a best of, kind of like what they have in COD Mobile or whatever, I think it would be perfectly fine. So I wouldn't mind having Raid every year. I do obviously want some rotation. You know, I enjoyed the fact that Rio and Vista and Six Star coming into play the most recent season, but the maps we currently have, it ain't pretty, and we're going to need something somewhat soon. You'd think that Treyarch have some remasters in the works or have other ideas. Or maybe, can you believe it, Treyarch need to phone up Sledgehammer and say, hey guys, we've forgotten how to make good competitive maps. Can you guys make us some more like Rio and like Vista, whatever? It's funny because the maps that Sledgehammer made last year that they brought in, which were unanimously well received by the community and the players, they were designs inspired by Treyarch maps back in the day. I think the developers basically said this, that a map like Rio had taken inspiration from, you know, classic competitive maps that Treyarch put together several years ago. So I don't know if like the same people aren't working for Treyarch anymore, or what's going on there, or exactly what the direction might have been from Activision. Have they said, hey, we want you to make tiny maps that are just pure dopamine and basically just integrate with our Warzone setup? Like, that feels like what it is. There's very few maps that are particularly fun to spawn in on, and look, the first day or so you get a bit of a honeymoon maybe. After 24 hours of playing the game, a lot of the pros are like, all right, can we just get the Black Ops, so, you know, can we get their old maps back, basically, from some of the old Black Ops games? Blast even in the replies giving a similar assessment. So, look, we know that Slasher, the oldest player now in the league, I'm pretty sure, he loves a good Treyarch game, but as he says, these maps just don't feel like Treyarch to me. Drazah isn't happy about it. We know these two had a fair bit of drama a couple of years ago, but, you know, it's kind of nice to see them at least interacting, bonding over a common enemy, it seems, in the Black Ops 6 maps here. I fear it's Forge mode or bust. So Forge was well, they have it in Halo. You can kind of like make your own maps on some level. And you guys might remember when I think it was Modern Warfare 2, there was a rumor that it was going to arrive to Call of Duty and people were going to be able to design their own maps. Maybe not design their own maps, more so take an existing map and make some changes to it, change cover, change locations, change spawns, stuff like that. Of course, that never arrived, obviously, and it ain't going to arrive now. So, you know, the answer is if it's Forge mode or bust, it's bust. That's the answer. Comp map design became a lost art form since 2019. And I think Envoy's bang on. Black Ops 4 maps could go crazy on this game. And look, I know people don't always want to bring back the old maps, but let's just say hypothetically, we spawn into Black Ops 6 tomorrow and it's literally the Black Ops 4 map set. In the same way that last year's MW3 was literally the original Modern Warfare 2 map set from 2009. Is anyone really going to complain about having the Black Ops 4 maps back in business? I certainly wouldn't be. And, you know, if we have a CDL, let's say a competitive season, 5 years later than we first played those maps on, I don't think that gets stale or boring to me. If they're good competitive maps, they're good competitive maps. Counter-Strike has played on the same stuff for, you know, nigh on decades, but those maps actually play well for competitive and have been refined over years. I don't know what you can do to these current Black Ops 6 maps to refine them and make them better, but it ain't going to be much, let's be honest. So there are plenty of other replies as well. You know, Fellow says, feels like they tried to make a lot of short attention span pub maps. Another year of DLC saving the day. They don't feel like COD, Nero says. Sib agrees. Brian Saint says, I heard TJHaLy consults on the map design this year, so it's clearly not been the best. And even TJ says, these maps are giving me more CTE than I already have. So I don't know what we're really going to do about it. I know the pros were experimenting a lot last night, various different maps, right? Trying out red cards, stuff like this, because for Search and Destroy, there are maybe some alternatives, but for the usual staple maps, like it's usually quite evident over the first couple of days, all right, this is going to be a map for all the game modes, this is going to be a map for all the game modes, this is probably going to be a Search and Destroy map. Right now it's not so clear because Vault on paper is like the best, but it still isn't great, and it just feels like another, you know, previous maps we've had, but just worse, and that never feels good. So for the immediate term, it might be a serious struggle. I'm hoping the DLC arrives sooner, and there might be something pretty good in there, but yeah, the pros are going to be having to hold out hope for that one. I also wonder, you know how these pros are, let's say they bring a new DLC map in, which looks pretty good, but it happens like in the middle of a stage for the season, then often the pros are like, oh, well, no, we can't be bringing that in now, it's got to be next major or the major beyond or whatever, and it's like, I hope that doesn't happen this year. I hope that if there is a remastered map coming into the pool, the pros just throw it straight into the map pool, because I think they will, and I think it'll be necessary. But yesterday, we did, of course, have more tournaments going down. FaZe got one on the board, as did Toronto. Actually, no, Los Angeles Thieves. I keep saying Toronto because in my head, Scrappy is still on Toronto, but he's not. He's on Los Angeles Thieves. So, yeah, Thieves got one on the board yesterday as well. But, yeah, it was FaZe with Simp, aBeZy, and Cell. They won a one-and-done hardpoint with CMG, and, of course, the OpTic boys, they were back in business as well. So a few clips to share for you guys, because lots of very entertaining things in here, especially from the Shotzzy side. There's no doubt that, yeah, the maps might not be great, but wow, the movement is exciting to play and exciting to watch. And I think there's the feedback, apart from the maps, is generally positive on the game so far. I think the maps will quite swiftly start to take a toll on people that enjoy the game right now, but maybe that can change and improve over time. But this is a pretty disgusting 1 versus 4 here on red card, right? So this is a map that wasn't really, and probably still isn't really necessarily considered to be super relevant for competitive play, but it is interesting nonetheless to at least watch it be played competitively and Search and Destroy to see what happens. So this was technically a 1 versus 3 when Shotzzy, well, he got the first kill just before his teammate died. So technically he was never in a full 1v4, but it's kind of like a technical 1v4, you could argue. He clutches this one against the Miami guys. And the team that he was playing here for Miami are the same team that they had last year. So it's ReeaL, Vickle, obviously Lucky, and then Metals. No Rencor to be found, which is kind of interesting because they brought Rencor in, presumably to be a starter, but maybe that's not actually how it's going to work out. So a couple of clips to share. We'll also have a look at the FaZe one when he had a nice little ace versus those guys as well, and then Najot wasn't very happy with the way that he was getting absolutely smoked on payback.
I just gave him the freeze kill.
I just got joked.
He's in the mid connector, Vickle.
Nice, that's one. In the mid connector. Oh, wow.
He's in the mid connector.
Almost push up our B side, bro.
Bro, someone has to be behind him. He's playing
one's on you close somewhere. Like to your left, I think. Yeah. On the bush. Be left. There's one. 100%. No, behind you. Like, yeah, over here somewhere. 100%. Either above you or. Let's get this. Let's go, ReeaL.
He's not gonna try let you plant. What the fuck? That was a person.
Oh my god, eh? Oh my god.
Baby.
Oh,
Was that only
so
4?
clutch. I
That
don't
was
know.
a 1v3.
It was Picasso though.
1v4, I think.
They're trying to attack me mid.
At their hill.
Drazah's mid, guys.
Oh my
Drazah's
god.
mid.
Oh, left. Gross. Absolute, bro.
Where is he?
Absolute left. Like, they're the left carts. Like, to the right, AJ more.
He's my bottom disc, really weak. Abe.
What lower? Lower me.
I can't see Drazah.
Oh, is there a low left?
No, what the fuck?
I'm trying
What?
this.
How is he there? I thought he was on you. He's in the disc.
Other guy's on B-bomb.
God, the guy's on B-bomb. Drazah's in the disc, sitting in a corner. Him.
It's your boy Shotzzy, man, with the ace. Little ace, man.
Nice pick.
One guy's
One
pillar.
right by
The
Jen.
Vickle's like close as fuck on you somewhere. He's on
My
mid.
door. Pickle's gonna be
Slamming.
close.
Yep.
I'm
There's
gonna hit
only
mid.
one traitor left. Eliminate them.
We're tweaking the fuck out right now.
Bomb plant in progress.
Alright, 16
The
bullets.
bomb
You
has
got this
been
shit.
planted.
He was done by the way.
Alright.
Oh my god!
God,
Come on.
go.
Good.
Stairs. Shotzzy.
I want a kill cam on that one.
Maybe flip. No. Yeah, flip, maybe flip.
So the maps are small, they're fast-paced, and for a player like Shotzzy, that could be seriously preferable. We know what his movement is like, and well, some clips just like that absolutely show why Shotzzy's going to be a serious force to be reckoned with this season, as are other players too. But we're going to discuss later today that SMGs aren't necessarily so happy with the meta as it stands, but Shotzzy still seems to be thriving to some degree. Los Angeles Thieves, though, they were playing the kickoffs, and they weren't having the best result. They'd played 13 kickoff tournaments, they'd won precisely 0 as of last night, and even therefore Ghosty says, last night I was so devastated I couldn't even tweet. So yeah, interesting nonetheless, because we saw of course on day 1 FaZe didn't have the greatest day that they would have wanted. Day 2 for them was better, and yeah, OpTic have kind of been a bit up and down as well. I think Cloud9 have been looking pretty good so far, as have the Ravens of course, because it's mostly been search and destroy, and Thieves were like, yeah, maybe not looking so good. But yesterday, at least in a 3 versus 3 with HyDra and Envoy, no Ghosty, they did finally get over the line, and Scrappy actually did win one of these tournaments and fell to his knees as a result. But very much into your thoughts as ever on all of this stuff in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, take care, and I'll see you next time.
Nice, man. Good fucking shit. Yes. We're on the fucking board. We're on the board. We're on the board. We're on the board, man. Yeah, you actually fucking did. Holy shit. You actually did. We're on the board. We're on the board, man.
Oh my god.
Bro, this kid's a fucking loser first map, bro.
Scrap, bro. Why am I watching you in your cam and you're falling to your knees?
Cause, bro, like, we're fucking on the board, man. We're
Wait.
on the
Scrap,
board.
Scrap,